To actually educate horse to lead beside you, it can be very enjoyable for horse and the horseman, because if horse truly understand travel in forward motion, and if you remember, that was last step when we educate horse travel in round and free without a halter, and develop confidence when we traveling beside him and we actually touching his body on top of his back with our hand, and horse travel not leaning inside, not leaning outside. So when you educate horse travel consistent and consistently in round pen and transfer this to in hand communication and combine round pen education and graduate horse closer to you, far away from you, closer again to you with horsemanship halter and rope, then it's going to be much easier for horse to understand this confidence and understand the speed what you desire for him to actually follow your body in travel forward motion without pulling back from you. With me and be very confident and travel with me, not lean inside, not lean outside. Be very, very confident with me. So right now, very interesting what I would like to share with you. We're gonna start to educate. I would like to you just please pay attention what I would like to say. We're gonna educate Stetson change direction and trot. But it's very important if we're gonna start to educate change direction and trot immediately and not graduate the speeds and gonna skip previous previous speed what we're educating him in the previous exercises, we're going to completely take confidence away with our energy from animal mental abilities, and he will gonna start to afraid this exercise. So it's very important to educate. Start from walk, stop, change direction on a walk, and pick up new speed. So he can develop confidence and understand the speed when he changing direction and develop coordination in his body. And eventually, when you're gonna change in direction, you slowly will gonna take this walk away, and horse will gonna understand to change direction only on the trot without falling apart mentally at all. Walk, trot, stop, stay still, walk, walk, trot, stop, stay still, walk, trot, stop, and stay still. So now you're going to see differences between next exercise, because anytime you added speed, you have to use previous speed. You cannot right away jump when you're using foundation education. Not all the time. You cannot all the time just take and add it new speed and forget about the previous speed, because again they're going to fall apart emotionally. So now we're going to say change direction. We're not going to release the rope. We're going to say pick up, trot, change, trot. And young horses, they do a lot of mistake. We cannot driving them with tool change direction, because they will going to change direction and they will going to submit. But that's a fear. They're using surviving instinct to change direction. They're actually not using the brain to understand. They're moving and changing direction from the pressure and submit to this pressure. They truly not understand the cue. Eventually they will, but it's much harder for them from the beginning of education to understand that. Again, point, walk, very nice, and now trot. Beautiful. And I'm going to use here my voice command, so it's going to be much easier for him. Again, pick up, right here, pick up, change direction immediately. Right here, much better. Very good, baby. So I don't give him chance anymore to slow down. He have to change directions immediately and use the speed right away trot. Pick up, continue travel. Very good, baby. Very nice. Pick up immediately. Very good. Very good. Pick up. Very nice. Beautiful. Continue travel. And again. Very good. Continue travel. Very good. And stop right here. Very nice. And fix your shoulders. Right here. Beautiful. So next exercise what I will share with you, it looks like it's very simple exercise, but reality it's not that simple. And to educate this step immediately in the middle arena or immediately this step, of course, I believe it's not fair to animal. Animal have to understand first of all forward motion. It's number one. After horse have to understand changing direction, stay still, understand horseman energy, body language, develop confidence with horseman, and after we can educate the steps. So what I'm trying to say, we have to finish previous homework so horse will understand the step. So what the step educate horse? Actually follow the feel of the rope and respond immediately to the horseman cue from any angle or from any side of his body, because we're gonna confuse Stetson by walking from one side of the horse and apply rope pressure from opposite side of the horse. And horse have to respond to this cue and continue follow the horseman. My horse, he have to follow me, not refusing. It looks very simple, but a lot of times horses falling apart. Now you're going to ask me, Russ, why horse stop when you're facing him and not continue go towards me? That's again round pen education. Stop and face and travel consistent and consistent forward motion. Teach horse stay still, walk towards the horse, develop confidence without hiding our eyes and go left and right direction. And it's very important to teach horse to groom after education, so horse will actually develop this confidence and understand from the young age. When we finish education, we appreciate the animal. So we continue work on the step. You see how close I'm passing by Stetson, and I continue walking forward, and animal have to follow me. Right now it's very important point also, when you face the animal and you staying still, it's very important to stay for a couple seconds, because again, if you will just pull forward, turn around, and again gonna continue walk forward, you will gonna take previous education away from the horse. He will gonna learn to continue all the time going forward. He will gonna forget how to stay still and continue developing his life and get older. Understand it's have to be distance between space between horseman and horse. When horseman stop and stay still, you're not allowed to come to me when I'm not asking you to come to me. So now we're changing rope from opposite side of the animal and continue traveling forward motion. And when you're going to start to educate young colts, and if you again not finish round pen education, horse doesn't know how to change directions from opposite side. You don't finish in hand communication in the previous steps when we ask horse to change the hips and change direction left and right direction and confuse his mind. You which direction we want to ask him to travel. Then you are going to struggle here. Horse will going to turn different direction and go completely opposite direction, and you will struggle with your horse. Very nice. So next step we're going to practice, and that's, I really like this step, because a lot of times when we trail loading horse and we putting rope around their back and they're going backwards from the trailer, or they're sometimes very up and flip backwards, or rope around the horse body and we pulling and horse is flipping backwards, or rip the cross ties off. So this exercise teach actually horse truly to travel, take the hips, move the hips of the feel of the rope. Again, it's very important I'm saying right now. Feel of the rope, not by pulling in his face and change direction. So he have to respond to this cue very well and change direction. Right here. That's my horse child defense. Face me with hind quarters. So now I connect to my horse with the horsemanship lasso. So if I again throw lasso on the horse hind quarters to make her travel forward, she will upset. She will afraid this tool already, because I teach her travel forward motion with body language, voice command, I apply extending touch. So I can teach horse to move hind quarters with rope without making horse upset. That's your trail loading, when horse staying in a partition and horse refusing, move the hips, or you graining horse in the stall. So when I put lasso behind and I said, please give me this hip, horse giving me hip and not getting upset and nor give me hip right here, forward motion. So now we're going to start to apply new steps with Stetson, ask him travel forward motion, stop, face me, stay still, move the hips left or right direction, whatever direction I decide to, ask him to move this hip, and change direction. That's very important, change direction. Why we asking horse to change direction, travel an opposite direction? Because when he changing hips, because we want he truly understand the body language. It's critical important what I'm saying right now here, because if I just pick up the rope and start to swing behind his neck or shoulders or hindquarters, again, he's gonna move away because of the physical pressure. And like I said before, pressure, it's a fear, it's a surviving instinct. And not every animal or human can control the pressure. So it's very important to realize for us as educators, we have to develop a communication between our animals with energy, voice command, body language, and so they can develop competence. So again, we have to finish previous education. So horse will understand feel of the rope, understand forward motion, understand which direction you ask him travel for, direction you ask him. So it's in hand communication. Actually, all cues coming from the rope. So right now, I'm putting rope around the hips. You see, I'm not pulling rope, very soft. He understand how to move from this rope, and after I point and ask him travel forward. When you start to educate the colt, you're not pulling the rope, you're just holding the rope till it might gonna take 5 minutes or 10 minutes, till he gonna do mistakes, till he gonna understand actually, and move away from this rope. But if you just gonna pull, if we just gonna pull on this rope, just pull and pull, we're gonna just make muscle tense. It's gonna be very strange for animal, and he will never gonna be very relaxed on the physical exercise. You can see right now I completely changed the exercise. I ask him travel forward motion, move the hips, and travel same direction. So I did not change direction. So again, it's so important This exercise teach horse, please step away from the rope, from the field. And again, you see right now he doing mistake. I said, no, you have to go this direction. Because again, if you're going to apply all the time the same, we're going to create a robot without understanding. So you have to mix it up. Left direction, right direction, move the hip, change direction. So he truly will understand which direction he can see and visualize this and changing direction because of our body language. Again, not because of the pressure. That's so important. If you truly pay attention and understand what we're doing, it's how other methods, what we just started, to help us accomplish that. Just start to memorize all these previous steps what we accomplished till this exercise. So if I just gonna move him and swing and pull on his face, yes, he will turn, but it is not mentally understanding, not zero. It's just because of physical pressure, because of the surviving instinct. But we took everything, recipe, educate them, and after accomplish this goal. Very nice, baby. Very nice. I'm proud of you. Very good. So now we accomplish all exercises in a trot. So now we're going to say, please, can you travel on the lope and consistent to the left and consistently to the right. Point, walk, bring him back and walk, not speed up. Again, come back and walk. Again, come back and walk. Don't speed up and walk first. So when he speed up like this right now, I'm going to say no. Continue travel and walk. Till I'm going to give you the cue. Now I'm going to ask pick up the trot. Let him be nice and relaxed. And I'm going to increase my energy, increase my energy, increase my energy, increase my energy, and ask him to lope. Very nice. A little bit mistake here. And stop right here. Very nice. Beautiful work. First of all, walk. Very nice. Now trot. Very beautiful. Continue trot. Now increase the energy, increase the energy. Lope. Very nice. And stop right here. Beautiful. Very good. Let them stay still and relax. So now we're going to practice to change direction. So whatever direction I go and I travel, he have to change direction. Because when I'm going to lead the horse, when I want from this side to this side to change direction because it's a big ditch and I want he change direction. I don't have to pull on his face. So again, this is just teaching him to change direction immediately when horsemen also travel in the forward motion, not only in the stay still. So whatever I have to travel in arena, left and right direction, horse have to understand my body language. That's simple. Understand this forward motion. And again, I come back and I'm going to repeat all the time. That's everything coming from the round pen. Not because to educate horse travel consistent and consistent forward motion. Not because of swinging the rope behind the hips and physically make him travel forward motion. Well, say for example, right now Stetson afraid this corner because it's not much light in this corner and it's much darker. And we have to use this education, what we done in previous methods. We have to actually use this education to develop confidence and solid mind in a real life, because it's just useful just stay in the middle of the arena and change direction, go left and right direction. So it's not a point. So you have to know how are you going to apply these methods in the future. So I'm going to stay far away a little bit from the corner. I'm going to say, can you travel? Can you change direction, travel? Develop confidence from the left and right direction. It's very important also pay attention the rope, how soft rope between me and Stetson and animal truly understand travel around me. Again, because he understand body language, because he understand voice command, not because I'm swinging rope. Because if he afraid this corner right now, and plus I'm gonna swing the rope, that's even gonna be even worse, because I raising this adrenaline and I take this energy very, very high, and he is afraid. Now I ask him to stop and face and stay still again, previous education. Now he's licking and chewing, and it's a bad sign. I all the time explain this. That's a stress relief. When horse chewing lick, when you work with your horse, sometimes pay attention. When you relax and you calm and working with your horses not chew and not lick. When horse have anxiety, then they start to chew and lick. And I done this experiment for many, many times. Now again we apply the methods. Stay still, face me with in this corner. Can you face this scary object? We use previous methods and change direction and continue travel forward motion. With young horses, when you work on this exercise, like I said before, on the previous exercises, it's so important relaxation, because if you just gonna pick up, he have to develop, I better say, develop understanding and develop this confidence between you. Understand your body language, which direction you ask him to travel. Because if you just gonna pick up this rope and gonna start to swing and create this roll back and create this anxiety, what point? It's not relaxation, it's just domination. You dominate the animal so he will change direction, and animal will submit to this, but it is not communication, it's domination. So that's why I'm saying a lot of time, slide your hand on the rope, slide your hand, point, relax your energy, so horse will truly understand your cue. And what interesting, if animal will understand the cue and have relaxed energy, he will develop his physical abilities. He will, when you're gonna apply this many times, when he gonna get older, when you're gonna apply this, you will gonna see, well, he will understand how to use hind leg better in the proper inside hind leg. Front shoulder is gonna get lighter. Muscle of the neck will gonna connect to the shoulders. Rib cage going to be much more flexible, and you will see this rollback will gonna come natural. Not natural, he will develop this rollback. But if you're just gonna pull the rope and swing the rope and make him travel, it's just, again, I come back and I'm gonna say domination. Right now I'm explaining, say for example, we have Stetson afraid this door. I cannot go right away to door and change direction, make him tired and sweat. So like working very hard so he can submit to this and give up and say, okay, I better gonna stay, dominate him physically, and he gonna say, okay, I better gonna stay and relax beside this door. But reality, by using forward motion, left and right direction, change direction, you can walk towards the door. If you can see energy rising up and he start to be afraid, you're going back away from this door. And going back to this door every day, you graduate, you forget about this door, you practice only on the forward motion education. And you will see through the week or 2 or 3, he will travel beside this door with relaxation, because he is taking your energy, your trust, and he will understand that's not gonna hurt him and he will travel, and you can grow this way your horse emotionally much stronger. Horse will gonna trust you. But if you're gonna just make him tired and dominate him, you're gonna create a robot machine. So methods have to be useful, not useless, and we have to apply them in our lives so horse truly understand our education.